we're back with another episode.
Go ahead. Okay. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Face Off with Fleming. You ready?
I fucking hope so.
Oh, okay.
You already started the episode.
Well, I just didn't know if you were going to say something else. All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode with the Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. We are back at it again. Coming back at you short and sweet, baby. Short and sweet. Short and sweet. Short and sweet.
October.
Oh, that's right. It will be October by the time this comes out. That's very true.
We're in Libra season. Spooky season.
Raggedy ass candy corn season.
Hell yeah. I ate an entire bag of candy corn in the last 48 hours. I'm proud of it, babe.
You know they don't have? Halloween peeps. I don't appreciate that.
Do they not have Halloween peeps?
I have never had a Halloween peep.
You know what they do have? The best Oreos. The Halloween Oreos.
I don't like those.
That freaking orange cream in the middle. I don't know why. It's just better.
It's like yellow 6, yellow 4.
Yeah, there's something about it. Really just sprinkles it on the end. Mm-hmm. I'm going to die a chemical with all the shit that I eat.
Okay. How many times do I have to tell you to stop speaking negativity over your life?
I do love me some
negativity. I know.
Negativity, high fructose corn syrup.
Yeah, it's kind of good.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
I've been taking have I ever told you about tissue salts?
No.
Okay, when I was really sick, like in college, I went to this witch doctor, and he prescribed me.
Okay. That took a turn.
No one could figure out what was wrong with me, and it was really bad.
Nothing but the devil in you.
I needed it. You know what? No one did try an exorcism, and I think you may be onto something.
See what I'm saying?
What I did try was this stuff called tissue cell salts, and apparently, when you die and you're just bones, when they grind up your bones and they test it for like whatever chemicals are in it, nutrients, elements, there's like these 12 like micronutrients that are left, and we are super deficient in all of them. So ideally, if you take them, it can help with it. Like chain reaction helps your health because it's all these little things that affect all these other bigger things, and you only see like the side effects at the end.
Gotcha.
You don't know. Okay, so anyway, I took them a long time ago, and my teeth have been really sensitive, so I started taking them again. I ate that bag of candy corn. My teeth didn't hurt at all.
You probably like ate all the sugar down to the nerves. The nerves are now dead. The nerves are dead.
Or I'm rebuilding my enamel. I don't know.
I don't think candy has ever, or sugar has ever helped anybody's enamel.
No, but I'm taking vitamins now.
Oh, I love that for you.
So I think it's building it back up. Anyway, how was your week?
My week was, did I ask you about yours?
No, you never do.
How was yeah, I do all the time. I always ask you first. How was your week this past week?
I asked you first.
Oh, well, my week was okay. It was very busy, productive. Over the weekend, I did a lot of stuff. Oh, my God. I literally did a 12-hour shift at my house.
Oof, the worst kind.
I got up super early, had to go to the city dump. Let me just say this about the city dump, right? I don't have a problem with the city dump. I really don't. What I do have a problem with is some men who are so unhelpful. So I go rent a truck because I don't have a pickup truck. I have an SUV, but it wasn't big enough to put all the stuff in there that I needed to be put in there. Anyway, so I rent this flatbed truck from Lowe's, and I go to Lowe's, pick up the truck, come back to my house, load up the truck or whatever with all this furniture and stuff that I need to throw out in my garage and whatnot. Also, too, that's why I sound like this. My allergies are going crazy, but I abuse sick leave, so I can't call in to work. Anyway, even though I'm struggling. So, unfortunately, they're not surprised. So, what ended up happening was I go to the city dump, and at first the guy was like, hey, you don't have this little $30 charge on your utility bill, so you technically can't dump here. And I said, sir, I've been dumping here for the past 5 years. Like, what are you talking about?
I didn't know you had to have a membership to get into the dump.
You do. And I'm just like, sir, I pay my taxes. I pay my bills. Like, come on, just let me in. So thankfully he was nice enough to let me in. He was like, yeah, I can't get, he's like, I'm gonna let you in this time. I won't tell you who it is because I don't want his job to be in jeopardy. Anyway, but so then I go to the little dock, right? And so he's like, put your metal over here and then put the rest of your stuff over here.
Works. This is interesting.
You just back into it and you just throw all your shit in this huge dumpster.
I know how to do that.
And it stinks like fuck. Anyway,
I didn't even think about the smell.
Well, it's not like dirty diapers and stuff. It's just like furniture and mattresses and old
I know,
shit
but it's just like trash.
No, it's not trash.
It's not trash?
No. It's not trash. You can't throw trash in the dump.
Oh, it's like the Grinch.
Yeah, it's like furniture, mattresses, old carpet, pieces of wood, all that kind of stuff.
Like hoarder.
Yeah,
trash.
like bulk pickup stuff.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm here
So
with
I
you.
go there. So I start dumping everything off the side of the off the back of the truck. So then this one guy comes over to me, this Hispanic guy. He's like, "Excuse me, ma'am. And I'm like, "Hey, can I help you?" And he's like, "This all you? This all you? You loaded this yourself?" He was like, "Where your man at? Where your man at?" And so I said to him, "You my man. Now come help me get this shit off this fucking truck." And he's like,
man.
"Oh, sorry, ma'am. I can't help you. That
Real
it's against my job.
fucking
I can't."
convenient.
And I was like, "Well, then get the fuck away from me. Why are you coming over here asking me stupid ass questions?" Like,
Listen,
Jesus.
working in a hospital has made my tolerance for men
Very short.
so short.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm outside the hospital because I'm not getting paid to listen to your bullshit.
Very true.
I'm
Very,
just
very
like, you've got half a second to try me.
I was just like, "Sir, you're not being helpful. It's hot. It's Saturday morning. I want to be in the house."
A man is supposed to be helpful.
And you're supposed to be. So then I had like a.
That's a boy job.
I had an old NutriBullet that was broken because I bought another one, and so I was like, "Oh, is this considered metal?" He was like, "Oh, I'll take that for you." Really,
the
bitch?
little fucking NutriBullet.
I was like, "You fucking."
Wait, so
Fuckface.
you can just throw anything, huh?
Yeah, appliances, everything.
What do they
Yeah.
do with it?
They just crush it.
What?
Have you ever seen on like those apocalyptic movies or those movies where they try to take people's bodies and they try to put them in the crusher?
Yeah.
That's what they do.
Ah.
And then they take it to the landfill too, I think.
What kind of people work there?
Regular
What are the
everyday
vibes?
people. They look like they were. Well, when I first pulled up, the guy was like, there was this guy.
Did he have a hook hand?
No,
Oh.
there was this guy. He was in the way, and so I was like, "Dude, get the fuck out of the way!" And so when the guy came up to me at the window, I was like, "Oh, sorry, sir." I was trying. He was like directing me, like, "Come on," and I was like, "Well, I was trying not to hit him." He was like, "Oh, it's fine. It's just my supervisor." So they just playing all day.
Boy, do I feel that.
Exactly. They were just playing all day. But other than that, I was very productive. Got a lot of stuff done. Cleaned out my garage. I put together a couple of pieces of furniture, and yeah, I got my seasonal garage cleaning done
That's
before
good.
Christmas. And then I cut my grass. I had, oh God, that grass. It's annoying. But anyway,
It just keeps growing.
it just keeps growing, man. Everybody's weeds are all out. The HOA is being pissed off at people, and people are being pissed off at the HOA. I just can't deal with it. Anyway, my allergies are acting stupid, and I look like I have cocaine on my nose. It's not cocaine. It's my nose is peeling because I've been blowing my nose like crazy.
I would be a lot more energetic if it was.
Cocaine? I don't think you should do that. That's not a drug you want to get addicted to.
No, I don't have enough money to get addicted to cocaine.
Listen, in this economy, hell no.
I
Addictions are
would love
expensive.
to be like 10 pounds less.
I would love to be like 50 pounds less, but not for cocaine. No. Anyway, how was your week this past week?
Yeah, and in post-Ozempic America, I don't think you need to do coke anymore.
No.
My week was fine. I went to work. I helped the people. Went to the gym. I'm back on my consistent gym shit, which has been nice because I feel I'm like lifting heavier, which feels so nice.
Yeah.
Like I can finally see, because I usually just go to fuck around at the gym to be like, okay, you went. Like you need to go. You just have to go. Just go. But I've been really trying, so that's been cool.
That's awesome.
I didn't do anything. Saturday there was a bunch of football on. I love my family, which is really nice.
Okay.
So I just hung out with them. We just watched a shit ton of football, had dinner. Yeah, had a chill ass weekend. We got a little bit of I wouldn't call it a cool front, but we
Yeah, because
dipped.
it's like 100 degrees by the time.
The temps dipped a little bit, which was nice. We
Yeah.
got a bit of a breeze. I was like, I'm not even going to put like real clothes or makeup on. I just want to go grab a coffee. It's Sunday morning. Praise the Lord. Go to the coffee shop. 2 fire trucks outside. I'm like, that's kind of weird. The entirety of the San Antonio Fire Department was at the coffee shop. And I was just like,
Were they getting free coffee?
I don't know what they were doing. It
Oh,
was
that's
coffee
cool.
day. Would I ever seriously pursue a firefighter? No. But did I need to look like regurgitated dog shit while all of them were there?
No.
No.
Not at all.
No, but that's fine.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's
But that's it. That's all I got. No crazy patients, I don't think, this week yet.
Oh, speaking of patients, I saw one of my patients in Costco
Oh,
yesterday. Yeah.
I am literally, and in this town, I'm surprised it doesn't happen more. But
Yeah.
also, we see so many patients that I think it would take me a second to, like,
Right.
when you see someone for 3 days in a row in a green gown and then you see them in real clothes, it's like, whoa.
It's really weird. So, and then too, when they see you without a mask on too. So I was in Costco and I was in like the little refrigerated part where like all the produce is, like the, strawberries and grapes and whatnot. So I'm over there picking grapes and this girl comes up to me, or she's,
Over there picking grapes.
yeah, picking grapes. And so she's across from me and literally this particular Costco had moldy strawberries on one side. Like all the strawberries had mold on them. And I was like, this is ridiculous. So I didn't know that she was a child. So she had the headphones on. So I was assuming maybe
She
she's
was
like
a
on the spectrum.
child?
Yeah, she was. Well, I'll get to that point. She looked like a young adult. Like maybe she was like 18 or something like that.
Okay.
And so it's the chicken nuggets. These kids look way older. Anyway, And so she said to me, "Oh my God, these strawberries are so molded." And I was like, "Yeah, just go on this side, like come up underneath the boxes so you can see that." So then she comes up to me again and she's like, "Are these really good raspberries?" And I was like, "Well, this is a really good brand. It's like Driscoll or whatever." So then she walks away and she leaves. All of a sudden, I see this guy on this little scooter starts rolling around by the strawberries, and I'm like, "That's my fucking patient, literally, who I just saw on Friday."
Oh,
so,
that quick.
And I was like, first of all, why the fuck are you out of the hospital? Number two, why are you at Costco? You're supposed to be home recovering from whatever you were in the hospital for. Anyway, so very nice guy and really cool glass as well. Anywho, so I say to him, I was like, "Are you being careful? Because Costco is a place where everything is heavy, like, allegedly." So I was like, "You still have your lifting restrictions, blah, blah, blah." And he said, "Can you tell my daughter how important that is? Because when I got out of the hospital, she tried to get me to make her pancakes." And I was like, "Sir, I'm just here for my strawberries. I don't have my badge on." Exactly. So she comes up to him, and apparently she's 12 and not 18. And so she comes up to him, and she's like, "How do you know my dad?" And so he's like, "This is my physical therapist while I was in the hospital." And so she was like, "Oh, well, I need to go to this aisle to get stuff for my hair." And he was like, "Do you see what I have to deal with? Like, I just got out of the hospital and this is what she's doing." But it's always like either cringe or exciting when you see a patient outside of the hospital. And they always strike up a conversation. So it was pretty cool. I was like, "Good to see you. Take care of yourself. Peace out."
Glad you're doing well.
Exactly.
Energy conservation and all.
Exactly. And just, be careful with whatever you're doing. But yeah, it was pretty cool though.
I had a patient post-cabbage and he was doing the thing where, I'm a girl, so I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. I can't possibly lift him. I can't possibly know what the hell his surgery entails. Tale as old as time. Blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. I get it every day. Mm-hmm. And so when you have an open heart surgery, they crack your chest. They bread twist tie you back together at the end. And
Not bread twist tie.
That's what it looks like. And then they suture you up. Anyway, you have restrictions. Can't push, can't pull, can't lift, can't bust that shit open. This man goes, "So I mean, what's the worst that's gonna happen if
Oh my God.
I said, "What do you mean if?" He goes, "If I fall with you right now, because I don't think you can pick me up. So I can't use my arms." So
it's always like it's a challenge.
What's the worst thing that can happen? And I'm like, what the fuck? It's 9:00 in the morning.
Yeah, seriously.
What's the worst thing that could happen? I don't know, sir. They just cracked your chest to fix your heart to save your life. Do you want to take that bet? Because you were just being a fucking pain in the ass.
For no reason.
For no reason.
I hate it.
I was like, I don't know. Let's try. Boom.
Okay, please don't hit your patient.
I didn't do that, but I had an intrusive thought that I kicked him in the chest.
Oh, Jesus.
But I would never do that. My legs don't go that high. My hamstrings are too tight.
Oh, well, you can work on that in the gym.
I could. I don't stretch. Do you stretch?
No.
I need to stretch.
And I tell my patients all the time, you need to stretch, and I never do it.
I know. I walk around like Freddie Munster.
Mm-hmm. Which is why my body on Sunday was hurting. I was so glad you didn't want to record. I was like, I can't do it.
We were on the struggle bus, but we're ready now.
Absolutely. What are you doing in the rehab corner today?
I'm throwing that son of a bitch patient. Actually, no. This is what I'm throwing in the This is what I'm throwing in the rehab corner. I walked into this man's room today to evaluate him, and sorry, this is icky, gross, nasty, but it is what it is. When a patient has just shat the bed because you can smell, it smells like shit in the room. Mm-hmm. So when I go to pull back the blanket and you are completely covered in urine and feces and I don't smell anything, I know you've been sitting in that shit.
You've been sitting in for a while.
Hours.
Yeah, and it's probably stuck on you now.
Hours. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, this was at a smooth 11 o'clock, right? So it's not even change of shift.
Smooth operator.
Exactly. So when I tell, I don't know, PCT, nurse, anybody, and they act completely shocked and surprised, I'm like, I don't fucking buy it. And I'm not going to sit here, and I literally don't have the time to sit here and give him a bed bath and clean him up. And they're just like, why didn't he say what? This man had a whole ass stroke.
Patients shit on themselves all the time, and they don't say anything.
And I said, did you know that you were dirty? No. It's like, what did I do? Put
How
that
was
sheet,
your booty not itchy
put
as
that
fuck?
sheet right back on. I was like, hit that button. I'm going to go find your nurse. I'll be back in 10 minutes and we can groove.
Yeah, that's...
Because I can't. What are we going to do? I'm going to be in here for fucking 45 minutes trying to get you cleaned up.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how... Even, okay, say you didn't feel it. Mm-hmm. You smell it.
Yeah.
You're sitting in it. Mm-hmm. How do you just sit there in it? And it was
it's weird.
It went through him, Chuck, sheet. We were covered. And he must have been rolling around in it because it was everywhere.
That's like a baby
And
pooping on his back.
he had a stroke, but it was an old stroke, so he was aphasic. But he answered all my. We went through an entire history, bitch, before I pulled back the
And discovered
sheet.
the.
And I was like,
I'm pausing my time, and I'm going to reclaiming my time.
I was like, listen, sir, in this American economy, you've been so great. This has been a great portion.
Oh my god!
This was the appetizer. I'll come back.
Oh Jesus!
So that's what I'm throwing in the rehab. I need people to actually round. If you're gonna do your hourly rounds, make it meaningful.
It's hard to do hourly rounds, though. As a former CNA, it's very difficult.
I have no doubt that it is. I would never want to do it.
Yeah,
but I'm just saying, someone needs to.
Someone needs to do it, and not me, because yeah. Well, speaking of shit, I had an experience today. I had a patient who. This man he's kind of been wanting to die. I don't think he really wants to die, but he wants to die, right?
Ready to die.
And I just think that we as Americans should stop trying to force people to stay alive. If patients want to die, let these people die with dignity in the way that they want to go, right? Anyway, he didn't talk about wanting to die today. It was last week. Anyway, but we stood this patient, and I have a student right now. So she stands him, and he's like, I think I have to poop. I said, sir, it's fine. If you have to poop, I can catch it. It's not a big deal. Because in my brain, I'm thinking turds, right?
It's never turds. It's
cool smoothie. Just this man, y'all. I hate my job. I did not go to PT school for this.
Blue 42.
I wish it was that. This man literally shat in my hands.
There's nothing worse than catching shit in your hands.
Like,
I can guarantee
granted, there
you.
was, and thank God I triple gloved, because I was like, I know this man's gonna do some fuck shit today, and I literally had a Chuck's pad. And he was just shitting. The shit just went everywhere, on his socks, on the chair, underneath the chair, on my gloves. And he was just like, I can't stop it. I can't stop it. And I'm just like trying to hold it up. And I was just like, just sit him down. Just sit him down back in the shit.
Sit him on the shit.
So then
that's always the best.
It took 4 of us to get this man cleaned up. And then I'm sitting there just like, okay, I'll get the wipes and just keep wiping and doing whatever.
Lactulose Special or what?
No, they gave him Miralax last night.
That was it?
I went off on the resident. I was like, you need to stop his Miralax, okay? And she's like,
he's
what?
soft. The bowels are soft.
We didn't give him any Miralax this morning. No, he got it late last night because whatever night nurse decided to give him fucking Miralax at fucking midnight. I don't know why.
She's like, ooh, this will be
good. And then, of course, it comes out during PT at 10:30. I was like, dude. So, yeah, he shat all of my... And I was just like...
And I know it must be so demeaning for these people because we're all, well, I already know, like, having someone wipe your ass is one thing.
Yeah.
But the fact that we're always like, it's fine, just shit in the bed, it's fine, just go. Or we'll have to be like, okay, I know you're covered in shit and it's all over the bed and the chuck pad, but I need you to sit back down in it.
We do.
Because we have to go get our bearings together.
It's so much easier to contain it once they sit back in it or lay back in it, because then we have better control to clean you up thoroughly. But if we're trying to do this while you're standing, or it's degrading for the patient, but it's helpful for us to just do what we need to do. And then my student, she was just like, I'm not even hungry anymore. She was like, I don't even want to eat any lunch right now. She was like,
it always happens right before
She was like,
lunch.
just the smell. I've never smelled poop like that before. I said, baby,
you're gonna smell it for the rest of your life.
You are in the middle of PT school, okay? You're gonna be smelling shit for the rest of your life. When you
go home and take a shit, you're gonna smell it. And you're gonna be like, that smells just like my patient's
shit. You're gonna
shit.
get out of the shower and you're gonna still smell that shit, and you're gonna smell it the next day.
Yeah, sometimes I'll take a shit and it smells like a patient, and I'm like, back in the shower. I'm back in the shower.
You know what? Okay, speaking of that, real quick. So I had a friend back in high school. Shouts out to Debbie Desart. Anyway.
Hey, Debbie.
Hey, Debbie. So, me and my best friend, Larissa, we laugh about this all the time. And I still remember this shit like 22 years later. This one particular day, we were all in the band. And so we were waiting for the game to start. And so we were just chilling in the band room and everything. And so Debbie was laying in the band room on the floor. And so all of a sudden she just kept saying, the carpet smells like peanut butter. I don't know why the carpet smells like peanut butter. And so we were like, we don't smell anything. We don't know why you keep smelling peanut butter.
The carpet smells like peanut butter.
This girl got the fuck up off the floor. Peanut butter all over my shirt. We still to this day don't know how the fuck the peanut butter got on there. But it's like an inside joke. Me and my best friend, we would just be like, the carpet smells like peanut butter. Shit is hilarious. Anyway, inside joke for us. Anywho, but
do you think that urine smells like maple syrup?
It can if they're diabetic.
Okay, thank you. I think it smells like maple syrup. I can smell it all the time, and now it grosses me out to eat maple syrup.
Oh no, I still love maple syrup.
I'll eat it, but I'm just like, Pee smells like maple syrup to me.
Well, it's only the diabetic patients that it smells like that.
I live in South Texas.
True.
They all got diabetes.
Listen, don't I know it? Because everybody getting amputations. I just can't take it. Also, too, what I want to throw in the rehab corner.
I just can't take it.
I can't take it. You know what else I can't take? Kamala Harris's campaign. Okay?
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone, Kamala.
Voting poll bots.
Here's the thing. I'm voting for you, Kamala. Okay? I want you to hear now and today. I, Monica Fleming, am voting for you.
Can
God
you text
damn it.
back and be like, I'm voting.
Like, stop messaging me. And then you want to sit here and talking about, hey, folks, if you could just donate $40. Let me tell you something, Kamala. I'm a taxpayer. I already pay your salary, number one. You think I'm going to give you overtime and give you an extra $40? Joe hasn't even paid off my student loans yet. I'm not giving you a dime.
My overtime.
Gosh. Isn't my vote enough? I don't have $40 to give you. You make a lot of money as the vice president. Mm-hmm. Leave me alone. Jesus. I had to come on grass this weekend.
They're always like, can we count on you? I'm like, one more text and you can't.
You can count on my vote. That's all I'm giving you. I'm not giving you $40. What do you need for a campaign shirt? I have a Cricut. I can make you a shirt, but I'm not giving you any fucking money. The Trump ads have stopped because I finally have like put on there, fuck you. Stop texting me, bitch.
Oh, so they're like, we can't.
Oh, yeah. I curse back at those. Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, man.
It's annoying.
I hate being spammed. I have been it's not even a spam call. So the way my phone works is that if I don't have your number saved, your phone call does not go through to my phone.
Yeah, Alyssa got like 1,000 text messages that's not even read.
I'm protecting my own peace, and this is how I do it. So I have been getting these probably like 50 texts and calls from this number. They never leave a message, but it looks like it's from a doctor's office because it's like the appointment for insert name here, but I am queen of like, someone's trying to get me.
That's
like,
right.
They are, I don't have any safety awareness, but for that, I'm like, oh, you're not going to hack my fucking phone. So I don't respond. And so finally they left a voicemail the other day, and it's from some fucking health clinic. They're trying to get some guy his test results back. I think it's like an HIV clinic.
That's a lie.
Well, so now I felt so bad, but every time I called the number back, you have to have the extension. Like, you can't just call because
That's how you know it's a
different
scam.
offices.
That's how you know it's
well,
a scam.
Anyway, I felt so fucking bad because I was like, this guy's out there and he's just rocking and rolling, not knowing he's living.
And you know he's not going to go back for those results.
No, why would he? So
Men don't
finally, I intercepted the call today, and I was like, y'all keep calling me. You have the wrong number. She's like, oh, so you don't know him? And I was like, no, I don't know him.
You can't give information. That was AI. That was AI.
So if you never hear from me again, that's what happened.
Oh, Jesus. I don't think you're kidnappable.
That's true.
I mean, you are, but maybe like at a Diddy party, but not like...
Yeah.
Anybody gonna come in a white van and try to kidnap you. You're too tall.
That's so true.
Yeah. And you're a thick girl, so they're not gonna...
Yeah. I think I could like bear down.
You'd be like, ooh, this is fun. Let's go for a ride.
They'd be
you
like,
would
boring.
Yeah, they'll just drop you off at the side of the road.
I'd fake an asthma attack.
Yeah, something. Well, I'll tell you what else is being attacked.
Our American freedoms.
That and baby oil. So remember we talked about last week how baby oil Diddy, Papa Diddy Pop.
Baby oil Diddy.
Some people are speculating and alleging that apparently because the 1,000 bottles of baby oil and lube was not for sexual pleasure, but that it was actually laced with drugs, and he would rub the people in baby oil, allegedly.
He puts the lotion on its skin.
Exactly. And so
did you hear his lawyer was like, I mean, come on, there's Costco down the street. You buy in bulk. And Costco came out and was like, we don't sell that, and we didn't sell that to him.
We don't even sell baby oil, bitch. don't bring that over there with us.
Not to Costco.
That's a Walmart issue.
It's just like, it's just another Epstein is what it's giving. And it's like the longer it goes on, the more you find out, the worse it gets, the more people are involved. It's just... I
think this case is going to take years to resolve. Because he's been in the industry for so long.
I just also have... So on one hand, I'm like, it's going to be another Epstein thing where everyone who's like these very powerful people we don't even know because they're so rich.
Yeah.
They have all been like, he's the fall guy. You just got to let him take it. But I just know that he's so wrapped up in like government and cops and has people in his back pocket. So I'm like, how is this going to play out?
It's going to be bad, I think, for everybody.
Because it's not like he's been able to just get away with this shit because he's just lucky. Like, he knows people in high places. That's why this has happened. So I'm just interested to see how this is going to work itself out.
I think Cassie was probably the smartest victim in this entire situation. Because she took the one Jenga piece out. And that shit's been rocking. And she got her 30 mil or whatever they settled on allegedly. And baby, she blew it just the right way. And honey,
Yep.
them jingle pieces came down, and they're gonna keep coming down.
Yep.
So, it's unfortunate that all of that's happening. Not necessarily, not to him. We don't give a fuck about Diddy. Fuck you, Diddy, you nasty ass motherfucker. Anyway, but yeah, we don't play with that. Speaking of other things, what were you talking? Tell me about Cardi B.
I don't know if anyone's been on the internet lately, but the highlight of my week has been watching Cardi B and Offset go back and forth. Because there's nothing I love more than like a messy celebrity couple, and that's all this is. And have you watched any of it? Listened to any of it?
I pretty much know the gist of it.
The gist is Cardi B is fed the fuck up.
Yeah, because he keeps allegedly cheating on her.
She finally had her third and I would assume final, but who knows, child with Offset.
Her husband.
And so they've been going back and forth on social media. Him basically commenting on one of her pictures being like, I don't want you anyway. Mm-hmm. I win because you're still talking about me. To which she decided to release text messages from him. Dirty text messages from him. But just him just begging her to be with him. And then they keep going back and forth. And finally, she did the best thing she could have done, which is get right on Instagram Live and just start fucking talking about all their trash and just airing it all out. And I loved it. It's so it's like she's back on Love and Hip Hop.
Yeah, I did see a tweet that some people are saying that it's real. Some people are saying that it's like AI, that somebody faked it or whatever, where she was talking about, yeah, that's okay. Because he said something about, I guess, messing with Hennessy or something. And then she came back and was like, yeah, it's okay, because I missed the nights with me and Takeoff. I was like, oh, Cardi B.
Okay.
Oh,
I don't know if that's real or not, but
yeah.
Then when she was, so she, I hate AI because I never know what the fuck is real anymore. Because I was like, that shit's crazy. Yeah. She alluded to having a relationship with Takeoff, who passed away.
He was murdered.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm. That's, scientifically, that's how you would
I just want both of them to get off social media, because even for their children, your children are going to see this one day. And I know you don't care about it in the moment, but your children are going to see this one day. And this is stuff you cannot take off the internet. And if you all are going to just go back and forth, just divorce.
It's very much giving Facebook couple from high school that you knew that was always toxic, but somehow ended up together with 3 kids.
You can't stop watching that.
It's like truly a train wreck. You can't stop. And it's just, no matter how much money you have, the problems are the same.
People are people.
People are people. Problems are the same. You got an ain't shit baby daddy, you got an ain't shit baby daddy.
Well, and then she bust up in Paris Fashion Week looking fucking stunning. And I'm like, bitch, did you just have a baby or what? Like, what the hell?
Man,
she is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Well, I wish all the best for them.
Yeah.
But I think this is a very trying time, too, because, again, this is the same thing, I think, when we talk about protecting women. This woman is in postpartum right now, and this is the most crucial time of her life.
Truly,
to not be involved in drama. Like,
and who knows this man is bringing the drama.
That's what I'm saying. She has all these hormones that are going, and it's not to make her crazy or anything like that, but it's like she literally just gave birth to a whole human being, and this is not the headspace that she needs to be in, to be able to be a functional citizen of society and a mother to her children. And it's like all this added beef and stress and bullshit. It's like, dude, just fucking act right. God damn.
I know. If you can't act right for the mother of your child, who can you act right for?
They won't. That's part of the problem.
They won't.
I'll tell you who else ain't acting right. The state of Missouri.
Misery.
The state of Missouri is on some fuck shit. As per always. So I don't know if you've heard about this case recently. Marcellus Williams, who was an African-American man that was convicted in 1998 of murdering a white young lady. There was no DNA evidence that was at the scene of the crime or whatever. And he was unfortunately murdered by the state of Missouri last week, Tuesday. And people had signed so many petitions. They were calling the governor's office, everything, begging for his day of execution because of the lack of evidence. Even the young lady's family was like, we're asking also you're going to kill an innocent man, right? And so it went to the Supreme Court, blah, blah, blah. They all blocked it and said, no, go ahead and just murder him anyway. And he was unfortunately murdered by the state of Missouri, which I think is insane. What are your thoughts on the death penalty?
Not a huge fan.
Why not?
I don't know. That seems like a very final choice to make for someone. Mm-hmm. I believe that power lies in God's hands.
I agree.
I don't think I know that That's why I never want to be on a jury for some shit, because I'm not going to be there and be like, your life's done.
Well, you don't set the sentence.
I
The
know.
judge
I would
does,
just feel
but,
not feel bad, but like, who am I to take someone's life?
yeah, but you're not the one that, you're just saying whether they're guilty or not. The judge makes a decision of what the punishment is and the sentencing.
I'd be like, everyone's got a story. Let me hear his.
Oh Lord, I used to be for the death penalty back in the day, before I actually knew about the judicial system, and then now as an adult, I do feel
you were
that
a death penalty gal.
I used to be very much so, especially for pedophilia. Absolutely, I'm like, put him to death. Absolutely, no questions asked. Put him to death. Kill him. But now I'm kind of like, I am a revenge girly. I am.
Well, there are some things worse than death.
Yeah. Well, true. Torture, to a degree. But I'm a revenge type person, and I believe that revenge should be, sometimes in some cases,
is a dish
revered.
best served cold?
Well, warm, bitch. I want you to be nice and comfortable.
Reheated.
I want this shit to be nice and comfortable for you. So there are some situations and scenarios where I feel like the family members should be able to have 5 minutes in a room with these people, whomever they have harmed or whatever. But I don't think that, I agree with you that I don't think that the death penalty is something that should be anywhere in our Constitution or in the judicial system. That we should not have the choice to take people's lives. I really don't think that that's a good idea.
That just seems that I can't even know.
Because it's far too many innocent people who have been on death row who have been exonerated at the last minute.
I'm just like,
that's fucking stupid.
Who am I to fucking say, you know?
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. It doesn't sit right with me, that death penalty.
Yeah, I think it's sad because it's like, you even had so many celebrities that were speaking out on his behalf, and the fact that this state knows good and well that this man was innocent, and you rather just kill a black man than to just, recuse your decision and say, listen, let's just do a whole
and
other trial.
And to me, that's not one
of
of those things. Like, I understand that there's a lot of behind the scenes things that happen in the justice system. Mm-hmm. But to me, death penalty isn't something like once it's in motion, oh, we're screwed. We just have to keep. I feel like you can stop that shit up until the very last minute.
You really
super
can.
Simply. So I never understood that.
Yeah, I think at this point in time, this country has done so much, so much heinous stuff. You don't get to deserve who lives or who dies. If I catch you in the street, I just catch you in the street, right? But
well, for me, if the family of the victim is like, hold your horses.
And they are rallying and saying, hey,
that's from like,
he's not even the killer. There was no DNA evidence that linked him to this crime. And this man has been sitting in prison since 1998. That's fucking insane.
Did you just see, maybe you didn't. I think the man who's been on death row or something, the longest death row inmate. The
death row
records member.
Wow, all right.
The man who's been on death row for the longest in the world was just released because he was wrongfully imprisoned, and he'd been there for like 56 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no amount of money is going to bring these people's mental health back. Like, no amount of money. Like, you've literally robbed these people's lives for years. Like, the judicial system is so slow because there's so many cases that are out there.
He's an 88-year-old man in Japan who was just acquitted, and he had been on death row for 56 years.
Japan keeps people on death row that long?
I guess so.
I guess my question is, like, how do they determine when you die? Like, you have to serve so many years before they die?
That is a really good question. And also, because is there like a list of people they got to go through? Because there's multiple people on death row. Is it like you've been on death row how does death row work? There's got to be a podcast.
I don't know. I used to work in a jail, but that was short term. It wasn't
I don't know. Texas loves death row.
Listen, didn't y'all just outlaw the electric chair?
They were like, hey, this is our biggest seller.
I think Mississippi still got one, if I ain't mistaken. The knocks on wood, or
what
allegedly.
State do you think has put the most people to death?
Mississippi.
That would track.
If it ain't Mississippi, it's got to be Texas. But I would be remiss to say Mississippi. That's a strange fruit state if I ever saw one.
This is going to take way too long. Cases, death.
That's all right. Darren to cut it out. Darren.
Okay. State that has sentenced the most inmates.
I love how you're reading this
to
out.
Death. Heart. Smiley face. Texas, of course. It says Texas has been responsible for the most executions over recent years, 586 since 1977. As of 2023. The states next highest are Oklahoma.
Oklahoma?
Okay. I'm going to read you the states in descending order.
Okay.
Texas, Oklahoma, Virginia, Florida, Missouri.
Virginia?
Okay. So Texas has had 586 people put to death since 1977. Or I guess as of late as 2023, that's how many people. So Oklahoma's the one right under us. How many people do you think they've put to death?
Maybe got to be like 400 something to their next.
123.
Jesus, I got to get out of this goddamn state.
That
Fuck no.
is insane.
What?
Y'all are really killing motherfuckers out here.
And that's the only ones that have been recorded.
Damn. I didn't realize.
Why is Mississippi not on that list? Somebody lying.
I don't know. Maybe they don't make it.
Click on that.
How old are you? What the fuck was that?
Because Mississippi got to be on there. This
Okay,
Mississippi
let's
burning.
see.
Come on now.
Mississippi burning.
Washington gonna be
very
like
good.
number 15.
Let's
That's
see.
bullshit.
Okay. If I knew Mississippi, they've only had 23 executions.
That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie.
That's what it says.
Mississippi is the
And
most racist state in the entire globe.
Since 2019, they've only put 2 people to death. Texas, 28.
You know why? Because what's his name? Oh no, that was Louisiana. I was gonna say because Brett Favre took that money allegedly.
Florida.
You know he has Parkinson's or something.
Oh, I did see that.
Yeah, he still took people money. Anyway,
I just.
why are people getting killed in Virginia like that? What, Virginia got crime like that? Or is it because Baltimore, DMV? Do they count like
I
that?
don't know.
Damn. Florida, I'm not surprised.
Florida, but they've only killed 8 people in the last 4 years.
That's a lie. That's people that you know of.
Yeah. So wow, what?
That's insane.
Oh, do you want the ethnic breakdown, or is that too depressing?
No, I mean, I already know it's black. It's
It
mostly
is
black.
Well, you know what? The percentage of black defendants on death row nearly matches that of white defendants, 41 to 42%.
And that's sad because we're only 13% of the population.
Yeah.
Yep. How many of those are wrongfully accused? Anyway, that's a whole other topic.
We digress.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's your little trivia lesson for today.
Yeah. I'll tell you what else is about to have a lesson being learned. Y'all gonna stop fucking around with these people in unions, okay? I don't know if you heard about this port strike that's getting ready to happen. That's affecting all of like the Southeast at this point, from like all the way from Houston to like the Carolinas and whatnot, and not because of the hurricane. But there's a particular union. I think it's like 56,000 members in this union. And they're going on strike, and so port workers are, want better working conditions, increased pay and whatnot, and they are set to go on strike actually tonight. So we might be seeing some delays in supply chain and whatnot.
Do you remember the time the truckers shut down their shit on the highway? They just all parked their cars or trucks. Sorry, semis. Yeah. Y'all don't want to fuck with the people.
Stop fucking with blue collar workers, okay? Because they're going to shut industries down. And when they shut industries down, people die. That's all I'm saying. And you ain't going to be able to get shit. The hurricane did some crazy stuff. If y'all know Hurricane, I think it's Helene, something like that. Anyway, she made her landfall last week, and she's been ripping and running, still going. That bitch is still going. She went from Florida, from the Gulf to Georgia to Alabama. I mean, not to Alabama, up to the Carolinas. And South Carolina is like underwater. It's ridiculous. Parts of Florida are underwater. It's insane. These hurricanes are getting worse and worse. People still think global warming is not a thing.
I was listening to this guy talk, and he was like, the less trees we have, the more concrete we have, the world has to get hotter. It's just reflecting more. There's less whatever. But I'm like, and we just keep growing. So it's just going to get worser?
Yeah, because they keep cutting down all the trees and building up commercial properties.
Didn't y'all watch the fucking Lorax? We need the trees.
They don't care.
Oh, man.
It's all about corporate greed. They don't care. They're trying to go to whole nother planet. It's insane. So we are praying for all the people who were affected by Hurricane Helene. Because me and my sister were talking about this the other day, because she was in the direct line of fire with regard to the hurricane. Thankfully, she had no damage. They just had one tree that fell on, I think, their neighbor's gate or whatever, a fence. But that was it. Thankfully, it was, no major damage. But, these people literally stay in the storm because they have nowhere to go, right?
Yeah.
And it's like you go to sleep one morning and you wake up and your whole entire house is just flooded and gone, and then you're still expected to go to work. Like, I could not imagine what people go through when they lose everything in a hurricane like that. And I've been through multiple hurricanes because I'm from Florida. And thankfully, the hurricanes have not affected my parents' house. And we've always, kind of came out unscathed, thankfully, thanks to God. But, I couldn't imagine what these people are going through. And then to have children and, oh, Jesus, what do you do? What the hell do you do?
What do you do? That's
insane. Absolutely insane.
I just need you to know that the average time spent on death row is 18 years.
Is it because of it got to be because of the appeals.
It's but isn't that fucking insane to live your life like that, just waiting to die? I mean, we're all waiting to die. We all die. True. Either kill yourself or get killed.
Okay, yeah, when you put it like that.
But that's just insane to me.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch... Okay, sorry. I'm going to get back to other shit.
Okay.
Did you ever watch that show on HBO about different parts of Texas, and they do the one in Huntsville where the prison is?
Of course not.
Okay, well, they go down to Huntsville. They went down to Georgia.
Huntsville, like Alabama, or is there Huntsville, Texas?
There's a Huntsville, Texas. That's where our prison is.
Oh.
Where they kill the people. And, like, the whole town works for the prison because that's the huge industry there. Like, hello. And so they just talk to these people who are like... They're like, yeah, do you ever think about the people that are just, waiting here to die, to be executed? And they're like, no, like, because it's just like run of the mill day to day there.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Yeah, I think, it's a quiet time because most of them are in like, not necessarily solitary confinement, but they are not in gym pop. And
right.
So it has to be obviously pretty lonely and and especially if you've been innocent that whole time. I'm quite sure being in those four walls make you feel like, did I really do it? Maybe I did actually do that. I just don't remember. Man. Like, just drives you crazy. Oh my God, it's insane. I want to talk about this one particular thing real quick. So I don't know if do you know gospel singer Kim Burrell?
I do know gospel singer Kim Burrell.
Okay, so in the news lately, people for some reason really hate this woman. And I get it because
of a woman being hated in America,
right? And so I'm not saying that people don't have a reason to hate her, right? She said some things that the black church has been saying for years. I'm not saying that it's right. Two things can be true at the same time.
What'd she say?
She was talking about homosexuality in the church, and that is a sin and different things of that nature, which again, a lot of people have said, and it's not like they haven't said it before.
This isn't new.
It's not new, right? It's like people's grandmamas and mamas have been saying that stuff, like whatever. She's from a different generation. Anywho, so she kind of went away for a little while. It was during the whole Hidden Figures movie when she was supposed to perform on Ellen. She didn't, Ellen, exed her on that show. Blah, blah, blah. She kind of went away.
She's apologized for those comments.
She's apologized for those comments, and whether or not she feels the same way or whatever, I don't care. That's not the point of what I'm bringing it up. So ever since that has happened, people are on this downward spiral of just every time this woman comes out to sing, they're this fucking bitch, and she blah blah. She can sing, but she just need to shut the fuck up and sing. And I'm like, no, she's an artist and she has an opinion about whatever she wants to have an opinion about. If you want to consume her artistry, consume it. If not, shut the fuck up. So recently, I think people are doing shit on purpose just to antagonize her. And as a soloist, this woman, first of all, she's a true musician. She plays the piano as well as she sings. Wow. And in the church, like people are classically trained. Some people are just trained on the spot. Some people just grow up in it, whatever the case may be. They have gifts and all that kind of stuff. And for her, recently she went to, she was performing at a church or whatever. And yes, in a gospel world, you perform, bitch. That's why you pay people to fucking come there. Stop acting like it's all about God, because it's not. They fucking there to perform, bitch. Anywho. So she was singing at a church event, and there's one lady in the audience, you can hear it on the video, she's like trying to oversing or sing with Kim Burrell. And I'm like, this woman's like vocal range is insane. Like, she is literally a vocal Bible. And for you to think that with your mediocre ass voice trying to go in and out, and she's going in all these riffs and runs, and then she stopped, she was like, listen.
It's not karaoke.
She was like, see, y'all want me to get beat up and tell y'all to let the mask work for y'all, and y'all want to cause this kind of controversy. She's like, just let me have one song where nobody sings along. Just like I'm here to minister. Like, just give me one. I promise I'll come back and we'll do a whole choir song. And people was, this bitch can't just get up there and sing.
Y'all are
What?
there to hear her sing, so let her sing.
You know what I hate when celebrities do this? If I go to a concert, which I rarely do because I hate concerts, because there's always a couple of people who think it's their own personal fucking
If it
concert.
was karaoke, we'd be at karaoke.
Exactly. Not only that, I pay or I come to a place to hear that particular soloist sing. I don't want to hear you singing next to me. I don't give a damn if it is church. Y'all try to act like y'all be so trying to get behind the fucking veil and shit. And I just want to listen to what this is church and this is time for worship. She's there to perform, you stupid fucks. Shut the fuck up while this lady is singing. Why is that so hard to? I don't understand why that's so hard to do.
Filled with the spirit, and they've just got to let it out.
You're filled with the spirit of the devil. Is what it is.
Spirit of silence is what we need.
When your teacher is lecturing, you're not sitting there. I had when I was in PG school. I had this one classmate. I won't say his name, Jonathan. Anyway, this man used to try to talk at the same time as the professor.
Oh, pet peeve.
And I'm just like, you gotta shut the fuck up or get away from me, because I can't hear this motherfucker. For you over here thinking you know where he going in the lecture and you don't. And I'm recording the lecture so I can listen to this shit later in the library.
Have to fucking hear you again.
Oh my God. I fucking hate. I'm just like, y'all, if y'all don't like a particular artist, stop listening to them. You don't have to comment on everything. Who gives a fuck? The people who appreciate it, they appreciate it. Stop antagonizing people. Again, even when you go to a Beyonce concert, people try to sing louder than Beyonce. Don't do this thing that Toni Braxton do. Let me hear ya.
Oh, I hate that. I don't want to hear
Come
me.
on, sing it louder.
I didn't pay the money to hear me. That's what pisses me off, when they stop singing to be like, oh, it's your turn. Like, I know you're trying to get a little rest in, but I don't want to hear us.
No, you've had, first of all, let me tell you something. As a solo artist, you don't have a full-time job. Your vocal cords should be well rested, because you know why? You're not having to get up and fight through traffic and demons every single day at a job with coworkers, okay? You sit here and you be on vocal rest for damn 8 hours. You better get your ass out there and sing to these vocal cords on fire.
Because you know what I had to do is stand on my fucking feet and wipe ass for 8 hours a day, 40 hours a week, to be able to pay for this shit.
Listen, you better go do what Matthew Knowles used to make Beyonce do and run on that fucking treadmill and train your goddamn lungs.
Get out there and perform, baby girl. Sing your heart out.
You only perform for 2 hours a day. And I'm not saying perform for 2 hours a day.
I bought a $50 t-shirt. I paid $40 for parking.
Exactly.
I'm here.
I done probably called in to work for PTO.
Allegedly,
because I'm trying to get here on time to get good parking. And you gonna tell me the
half a day yesterday, I'm calling in tomorrow. I'm losing money on this, okay?
I'm losing, and you
the
want me to
least you
help
could
you?
do is sing your little heart out.
Man, you better get out of my face. Celine Dion would never ask us to sing with her.
With her freaking contracted ass body, she'll be up there, headset on, giving me the best performance of her life.
Let me tell you something. Adele, she don't ask us to sing with her. That's all I'm saying.
Never.
All I'm saying is hashtag, you know how we say hashtag leave Chris Brown alone? Hashtag leave Kim Burrell alone. Y'all ain't gonna never get me to hate Kim Burrell. I will never. This woman is an amazing talent, okay? Her opinions are her opinions, and they do not reflect my opinions.
You know, I will say, if you are a talented person, I'm like, well, you can do whatever you want.
Not necessarily.
Not whatever you want, but to me, whenever you do something crazy, I'm like, well,
listen,
I'm still gonna rock with you because you're talented as shit.
If you decide to do something crazy and it affects your brand, that is your business, right? Just like for us as well, too. Yeah. We don't necessarily have a brand, but I'm just saying, like, you make decisions for yourself, and when you have a microphone and you say certain things, we know that it can come back in a negative way. It can be misconstrued, whatever the case may be. People will make a narrative just because they don't like you, even if that was not your intent. Even if you didn't even say that, they'll run with it and do all kind of crazy stuff and think pieces and whatnot. At the end of the day, you have a choice. If I like a particular person as an artist, I'm going to follow them. I'm going to support them silently.
Chris Brown's gone triple platinum 67 times.
And people are still talking about, I can't believe he beat Rihanna.
The people want what the people want.
Like,
and they're going to support what they want to support. And even if they're not out here tweeting about him and putting Instagram captions about him, they're still streaming the music.
They're still going to stream the music. So just let it go.
Just let it go.
Support who you like and don't support who you don't like.
Take what resonates with you and leave the rest.
But then people are so obsessed because it's like every single time somebody posts her, they always like, this fat bitch, she this, she this, she that. But you're steady watching her, which is giving her what? Free promo. That's all I'm saying. Like, y'all will never get me to hate Kim Burrell. You won't. I mean, do I agree with everything she says? No. I don't have to. That's not that.
She's
not
MC Hammer's cousin.
What? I didn't know that.
This says she's related to MC Hammer.
Why is that relevant? Nobody cares. Nah. Anyway, what were we talking about? The mayor of New York.
Oh, he's going down.
Isn't he like an Uncle Tom, allegedly?
Well, okay, why does he love turkey so much?
What do you mean?
This whole thing, not turkey like gobble gobble, turkey like the country.
Ooh.
So Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, allegedly has like had all this kind of baby controversy, but not really. His whole thing was like after COVID, he was going to bring the city back, and he was a cop, I think. So his big thing was on safety, because I think they've been having a lot of issues in New York just with like the transient homeless population, and just crime has been a little out of control. The rats were bad. I was
gonna say the rats are always bad.
The rats be doing wild shit. Anyway, he was supposed to be this like, savior of New York. Turns out, he may not even really live in New York or be a New York citizen. He may live in New Jersey, so he shouldn't have even been able to run for mayor. But he was just indicted because he was taking allegedly taking money and trips and all of these things, and then giving like preferential treatment and services to people, especially the Turkey government and like the Turkey, not prime minister, but the delegates of Turkey.
Really?
And they were like sending him on trip. Like he was getting a lot of not private flights, but like really nice flights over to Turkey and different places and hotels over there. And like they even have emails between the staffers and people in Turkey saying like, pay $50 for this first class flight. And they were like, no, we need it. They're looking at all of his finances right now. We really need it to look real.
Wow.
Yeah, things like that. Or like he allegedly has this apartment in New York where he lives, but they did a tour of it, kind of like an Architectural Digest tour, and there was salmon in his icebox, but he's vegan. Just weird stuff where the math ain't mathin'.
You never know.
I don't know. He's always out at clubs and stuff and at really fancy dinners, and he's like I represent the city of New York. New York is about nightlife, and so I have to be out here testing the nightlife. That's his big thing.
No, you gotta get the potholes fixed.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, bitch?
But anyway, they're digging in. But I think if all this goes and he gets indicted and there's a trial and stuff like that, he will be like the first sitting mayor ever to be.
What was Kwame Kilpatrick? Kwame Kilpatrick got in trouble with some mismanagement of funds allegedly, and went to prison and everything. But was he the mayor of Detroit? I think he was Detroit mayor.
He was a Detroit mayor?
Kwame Kilpatrick? Oh, he was a Michigan state representative. Never mind, just kidding.
Yeah.
I could have swore he was a mayor.
So that's why this is like, quote unquote, unprecedented.
Oh, he went to FAMU. Oh, Lord.
Oh, no. This guy did?
Yeah, no, he was the mayor. Yeah. He was the mayor.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. And apparently he said, allegedly, it's the Democratic Party going after another black mayor. Man, fuck that shit. Clarence Thomas been allegedly taking bribes and shit for years. Ain't nobody said nothing to him. He ain't got kicked off the damn bench yet. He need to.
Yeah.
I thought AOC brought some articles of impeachment for him off the
What
bench.
has she been up to?
Taking names and kicking asses.
Okay.
Per usual.
Nice.
I'll tell you who else is fucking up some shit. Chicago Sky. Listen, y'all know I'm an avid WNBA watcher.
Big WNBA girl over here.
I'm a big fan, and I don't have a favorite team, but I just love the players. I love all the players. Not all of them, but anyway.
Okay.
So the Chicago Sky, they were in the second round, the semifinals of the playoffs right now, and it was announced this past week that Teresa Weatherspoon, who is the head coach of the Chicago Sky, where Angel Reese and Camila Cardoza play, and Kennedy Carter, that she was relieved of her duties as the head coach, which I think is so dumb. How do you just fire a coach in 1 year?
That just also seems, when they do that, it seems, what's the word?
Racist.
No,
I'm
well,
kidding.
yeah, but what do you call it when it's actively going against what you're trying to make happen? Not climactic. It seems, oh my God.
You're trying to use a GRE word for not a GRE
But
situation.
now it's not going to get, what is it called? When I'm trying to get something done and you're doing something that directly impedes that.
Antagonist? I don't know.
No. Anyway.
I don't know what you're trying to say. Somebody's at home gonna be screaming, it's this word! I don't know.
Son of a gun.
Going against the grain. I don't know. You're gonna look up the definition.
You can keep talking. I'm just gonna be here.
I said antagonist.
I know, but that's not word.
It'll come to you as soon as we're done recording. Anyway, I just don't understand why these people only give
Productive. Thank you. What the fuck?
I don't know.
Sorry, my Vyvanse tapered, like, it's tail end at 7 p.m. and it's now 10:30. It seems counterproductive to anything you're trying to get done in a season if you take the coach out in the mid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't even give her time to develop a team. Like, first of all, the Chicago Sky had a lot of injuries. Number two, they had a young team. Like, and then they had a big change in the middle of the season. So I'm just like, what the fuck did you expect Teresa Weatherspoon to come in and do? Win a championship the first year?
Does it get better when you pull out the coach and throw someone else in?
That's what I'm saying. Then you got your star player who went over there specifically for this particular coach, and it's just like, damn, give her at least 2 seasons to get it together. Goddamn. But, you know, it's insane. Anyway, anything else we can talk about before we get out of here? What are you watching? Anything you're watching?
Okay, I just finished The Perfect Couple with Renee Zellweger. That's not right. And I say it every time.
She's definitely
Nicole Kidman.
Yes, they look nothing alike.
I know. They're both from Australia.
I haven't even seen Renee Zellweger.
Where the fuck has she been? Couldn't tell you.
Bridget Jones' Diaries and shit.
Nicole Kidman, who is everywhere, surprisingly. I just watched that. It was anticlimactic.
Okay.
I guess kind of what you can watch it if you want. I started watching the Menendez brothers.
I heard that was really good. I heard it was really
good. Boy, buckle up. So the issue for me, do you know about the Menendez brothers?
Of course. I was alive when that happened.
Okay. Wow. I'm so
Were you
jealous.
alive when that even happened?
Absolutely not. Exactly. I might have been like 2.
Yeah, no, I remember that case. That was like another OJ, like the white version of OJ.
Yeah.
To a degree.
Well, they're half Cuban, so the light brown version of OJ.
Yeah, they look white. They're white passing.
Yeah, that's true. So I've just always known, like, bare bones, they killed their parents. And the only issue, well, I have a lot of issues, but one of my big issues with this show is that it's scripted and it's Ryan Murphy, so it's like fantastical, you know, but I can't fucking tell what's real and what's not. Like, what's true to the actual case and what is like dramatized, which is frustrating because the acting is so good, it all seems fucking real.
Well, I mean, what I remember from the case is that, of course, obviously the 2 brothers, they killed their parents, and they were just like, oh my god, these parents did everything for these brothers and da 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 da. But then as they were getting closer to getting released, they were talking about how much they were really abused. But I'm like,
and that's the thing. It's like, were they abused?
Really
were they just playing up the abuse angle because of all that? I don't know. But the 2 guys who are the brothers, the acting is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Everyone should watch it. It does that Ryan Murphy thing, the same thing it does with like American Horror Story and stuff like that. We were like, this is kind of weird. Like their relationship's a little strange.
It's like you're fantasizing like horror.
Correct. And like everything's got a tinge of
romanticizing. That's Ryan Murphy.
Like sprinkled within.
Always.
But if you don't care about that and you just, it's a fun ride. If you like true crime, I highly recommend.
Everything is gay with Ryan Murphy.
Yes, even if it like the plants are gay. You know, you can't help it.
Ryan Murphy is like, oh, you're giving me a show, gay.
My mom's like, do the brothers seem a little like they like you? I'm like, yeah. They do seem gay. That's incesty, but it's Ryan Murphy. We're having a great time.
Yeah, it's Ryan Murphy.
It's beautiful to look at.
Somebody's gonna be gay in a Ryan Murphy production. That's all I'm saying. Representation matters.
Who's straight in a Ryan Murphy project?
Excuse me.
But yeah, it's good. Bless you.
Jesus, y'all, my allergies are kicking my ass.
And then I've been watching The Penguin still. It's so good still.
Oh, cool.
What about you?
I
watching Grey's Anatomy.
True, I'm trying to catch back up on Grey's Anatomy. I'm now on season 17, but the thing is, it was like that season 17 was all the COVID shit. So I'm just like, this shit ain't real. This shit ain't real. This shit ain't real.
I don't want to know anything about COVID ever
again. I did kind of cry on some of the episodes thinking about my old patients. I was like, fuck this shit. I don't want to be a PT anymore. But the new season of Grey's Anatomy came out last week, Thursday, season 21. And it was actually a really good episode. Bailey slapped the shit out of Catherine Fox.
Hell yeah.
It was amazing. All right,
I'm tuned back in.
There was a little plot twist in there, but it was actually really good. It was really good, like season opener.
Wow.
Yeah. Okay. All the new interns, I'm still like, who the fuck is this? But it's because they're on like season like 19 and 20, and I'm not.
You're not there yet. I still can't believe I gave up at like 14.
No, well, I've been kind of spotting in and out, so I know pretty much the gist of what happened with the original characters, because there's only 2 people left on there. It's just Bailey and Richard. I mean, Meredith is on there now, but she has not re-signed on.
It's always the strong black elder.
I'm a strong black woman. Well, Bailey said, Chandra Wilson, who plays Bailey, she said that she's going to be on the show until the curtains close.
Well, bitch, I would too.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to ride this shit to the wheels fall
allegedly
off.
She's getting about $200,000 per episode. I be riding that shit too. Have some fucking moves.
And also, like, to reinvent yourself after you've been the same character for 21 seasons.
That's hard.
It's hard, and everyone's just gonna see you as that. So I'm like, if you don't mind it, just fucking ride it.
Yeah, seriously, because I feel like even with Ellen Pompeo, I have never seen her in anything else.
She will always be
Meredith Grey.
Meredith Grey.
Like,
even when I would see Katherine Heigl doing other shit, I'm like, I just can't get Izzy out of my mouth.
I think she was a little bit easy to go in and out of.
She was, but I still, the first thing I think of her is cutting the LVAD and Stenny.
True. Yeah, true. But like, even like Burke, even though he's problematic, I remember him when I first saw him. He was on Living Single. He was Dr. Charles Roberts.
Really?
He was Khadijah's boyfriend.
He's just always a doctor.
He's an anesthesiologist. Huh? Yep. He was great. And we were like, oh my God, he left Khadijah. And this is what he's doing. He's still a doctor now. He's a cardiologist. And now he's homophobic.
Yeah. And then whenever I see Alex Karev, I don't even know his real name. He's always Alex Karev.
Yeah.
Anything he does.
Absolutely. Very true. But according to Google, Chandra Wilson actually makes about $125,000 per episode.
Imagine.
Dude,
there's a lot of episodes.
And they be having like 21 episodes a season. And Ellen Pompeo apparently gets nearly 200,000. So
sounds about right. That's closer than I thought it would be.
Can you imagine? Like,
no, I just can't.
Literally, some people's like year salary per episode. I wonder how much of that money she gets to keep. Oh, if that's true. God, that's like the Friends. They used to get like $1 million per episode.
And that's why I would, I know everyone's interested and on the edge of their seat here, but that's why I would rather be a TV actress. Like if I could be on a good show.
Yeah.
And it ran for a while. Mm-hmm. And like, that means you could settle down. You can have roots. You don't have to move all the time. It's consistent.
If the TV company doesn't screw you over like they did on Nickelodeon and shit,
True.
Allegedly, when they would rename the show to then pay you not a whole lot.
Right.
Allegedly.
But if you could just like get something like that, man.
Like get a syndicated like at least 5 seasons, you'll be good. Yeah. That's crazy. Anyway, man, what if we I don't want to live in not reality. I'm done. Yeah.
We're done.
We're done. Anything else we need to talk about before we get out of here?
No. Happy October.
Happy October. It's spooky season, y'all. Ooh. Pumpkin season is officially in full effect.
Have you had anything pumpkin spice yet?
Ugh, of course.
What'd you get?
I've gotten some pumpkin butter. The pumpkin Cheerios are back out now.
Oh, my God. I got like a frog
coughing in the mic as I just sneezed. I'm waiting for the pumpkin brioche bread at Trader Joe's.
That's a good one. Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for that. But other than that, and I still got pumpkin spice, everything in mine. I mean, the creamer is out now. The Starbucks creamer.
I got my pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah.
I want a chocolate chip bagel with pumpkin cream cheese. That's what I'm waiting on.
That sounds really good.
It's delicious.
I don't like cream cheese, but for pumpkin, I would.
For pumpkin, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all so much for tuning into another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. We definitely do appreciate y'all. Sorry if the energy was a little low. My allergies are going crazy today, so take it up with my HOA. Anyway, y'all have
the Texas Pines.
It's ridiculous. Oh, and I went to the allergist, and I found out that I'm allergic to everything outside. Thankfully, no food, but... which is why my allergies are 10 times worse.
Why don't you take those? HEB sells the allergy Texas drops. Have you ever tried taking those?
What is it, like a drop in your mouth, in your eyes?
It's a drop in your mouth, but it's like a little bit of all the allergens, and you take it every day so that it's in your system, so that when the big flares happen, it doesn't hit you like this.
Well, I just shoot the Flonase up my nose like crack.
Yes, but this is better because it's like specific to all this shit.
What is it called?
The Texas allergy drops at
Okay.
HEB.
All right.
If you know, you know.
Clearly I don't. That's what I'm asking. All right. Well, cool beans. Well, yeah, I definitely need to get that because, I can't call into work because I'm a sick leave abuser. Anywho,
you are.
And unfortunately, nobody's impressed. All right, y'all. Well, thank y'all again for tuning in. Y'all have an amazing week on purpose. Y'all remember to spread love.
Spread light.
And don't forget
to laugh your face off.
I was like, please press right there.
That's what they look like. They sell them at HEB, but they work.
$35? $40? Goddamn!
Thanks so much for tuning in to another episode of The Face Off with Fleming and Fowler. Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at The Face Off Pod. Be sure to tune in to The Face Off every Tuesday where new episodes are released.